Happy Friday, Cultural Confederates! And you know what that means? Time for another Oddly Friday news episode. And if you're new to the channel, no fancy graphics, epic soundtracks, anything like that. What you see is what you get. So on Fridays, we do these Oddly Friday news segments. We cover the weird, the funny, the strange across the globe. And we've got some news surrounding what's going on with TPUSA and Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Mark Levin, this whole, not funding Israel movement. So let's get to this. NBC News. This is a story that not a lot of people are covering. I don't know if you've seen this. And it's somebody who had a channel here on YouTube. Food influencer and YouTuber Michael Duarte killed in an altercation with police just outside San Antonio. This happened in Castroville, happened this week. Authorities responded to a 911 call where Duarte was seen wielding a knife and threatening people, including a deputy and EMS workers. He was told to get on the ground several times after several verbal warnings. Police fired in response, hitting Duarte, who later died at the hospital due to his injuries. UPI, deer jumps through school cafeteria window during breakfast. Now, students were were caught off guard. We do these in one take. It is what it is. So students and staff were caught off guard as the animal entered at full speed. This happened in Amherst, Ohio, at a junior high school, but no injuries reported, no injuries to the deer. And things are getting weirder in the Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes Israel controversy, as you know. So the Babylon Bee, here's the latest. Babylon Bee deletes story regarding Megyn Kelly, claiming that Megyn Kelly ditched her pager. Does anybody have a pager nowadays? I don't. Fearing that it would explode just to be safe, as the pager may have been planted with a bomb by Israeli forces or the IDF, Israeli terrorists, implying that Israel kills anyone who questions Israel. So the story is false, folks. It's false. As a result, there was a lot of backlash online, and they removed the story. AFP, UK holidaymakers told to shout and not get in a flap over seagulls. So aggressive seagulls have been trying to attack seaside goers who've been eating their fish and chips in England, or ice cream. So researchers at, I believe it is Exeter University, found that by placing fish and chips or some type of snack in front of these birds and playing these different recordings, they found that the recording where somebody is shouting was most effective. Now, in this experiment, there were 21 birds. 10 flew away, 3 walked away, while 8 stood their ground. So it seems that shouting at the birds is the most effective to get rid of them when they're trying to take your fish and chips. And Mark Levin loses it again, melts down, calling right-wingers who question funding Israel fascistic, radical neo-Nazis, claiming he and his ilk support the Constitution, like hell you do, going so far as to say that he is not part of the right wing, that he is not centrist, but he is a constitutionalist. We support the Constitution. No, you support something called the GOP. You know my feeling about political parties, they're all full of crap. But he's gone as far as to say that Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes were swapping spit during their 2-hour sit-down on YouTube. There was an hour-long chat on X. And that they're obsessed with sex. Sounds to me like Mark Levin's not getting any. So that's the latest with Mark Levin. And, as I mentioned earlier, Candace Owens is, they're claiming that Candace Owens is saying that Charlie Kirk's wife, what's her name? It's escaping me now. Someone can help me out in the comment section below. But at any rate, that his wife killed Charlie Kirk, and there was this plot at TPUSA to get rid of Charlie Kirk. I got a question here about that. Why are you wasting your time debating college students? If you're going to have a real debate, Go to a factory. Go to a grocery store. Go where people actually work. You know, the average Joe out there. That's where you have a real debate, not on college campus. And finally, going through my notes here. Over the AP, Bagpipers claim world record playing AC/DC's It's a Long Way to the Top. This happened in Melbourne, Australia, known as the Great Melbourne Bagpipe Bash, featuring hundreds of bagpipers, 374 in total, the oldest being 98 years old. And they played the 1976 hit, trying to get the words out, again, one-take video, in Federation Square, playing to thousands of spectators. So that is the latest for your Oddly Friday news segment. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. You can follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes, because I write music in my spare time. Thus, my mission here to preserve great art, music, history, culture, not tear everything down you disagree with, not come up with these odd, weird statues like they had at the Museum of Modern Art in L.A., thinking they're going to get rid of racism, sexism, homophobia, you name it. So don't forget to find me on Instagram, or you can go over to Substack. I've got articles on Substack. Now you can find me at X, Culture Confederacy, at Culture Confed1 on X. So you all have a great Friday. God bless. Keep up the culture. I'll catch you next time, and take care.